Well, the duck is back on the floor. No, not wanting to marry her. In a minute you'll see why I've got it set up like this. So I normally do Harleys, but sort of into the Hiluxes at the moment. I will get back to doing Harleys, but if it doesn't interest you, that's fine. So today, next couple of videos I'm going to do are going to be about alterations, modifications to Hilux exhaust systems, and this is the first one probably in 2 or 3 videos, short videos. But what I wanted to do today is show you how to make Hiluxes have this really underlying problem of where the exhaust bolts onto the manifold, and they don't really seal very well. So I'm going to show you a way of I help it in a way. So the first thing is we need to make an extra gasket, and I'm going to show you how I make gaskets, and that might be helpful information. Alright, so without further ado, holding my big fat guts in, let's get into it. Right, this is the paper, a bit of heat proof paper. I've already done a circle on there to centralize it roughly where I want. The outside of this socket here is the same size roughly as that pipe there. So I'm just going to pop that on here, go around it with a pencil. I normally do these off the manifold now, but I've already bolted the manifold on. This is a thing that I made about 15 years ago when I was working at Waratah Engineering. It's an offcut off a piece of high tensile plate, and you could see the end there. I've just scalloped the end of it, and what this is used for is for making gaskets, right? So just for these particular scenarios, because sometimes this paper is just too hard to try and cut with I just got to try and do this in such a way, keep my fat body out of the picture. What I'm cutting onto is just a bit of old hardwood. And you see, because it's curved, this thing is, yeah. I've still been having a few dramas with YouTube. Had to verify my number because the videos were too long and didn't like my number, and yeah, on and on it goes. Okay, so, and then I'm just gonna push that over. Nope, I'm getting called for lunch. All right. All right. So we just push that over there like so. Push it down so it's flat. And then what we get is this little, what I call a gasket hammer. Just bring that up a little bit. And then all we do there is work out where the holes are. And we tap that like so with a little gasket hammer, and that'll mark the holes. Now you can actually use the this gasket hammer to actually cut the holes. Usually I set this in the vise and do it. The other way you can do is just scrub it like that, because what you're really wanting to do is, oh, there you go, see, it's going to cut it. Obviously you wouldn't do this on something like aluminium or something, but where it's something like this, and just check that it's come away, okay, and then all we do now is we run round the outside. Chop the excess off, and of course my scissors are hanging up exactly where they should be. Yeah, right. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Bear with me. My verniers I was looking before. Oh, now that's what you gotta, that's what I normally do. I normally put bolts in the holes so it doesn't spin on you. But anyway, I'm just trying to get this done. Yeah. Those are Harley bolts, they won't go through. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll be better than nothing in there. This is really helpful information if you can't get a particular gasket for something and you need to make one, or the shop ain't open. Get that off. it's a bit fast. Some people say to me, oh, quicker to go to the shop. Well, yeah, if the shop has one, for me it's a bloody 15-minute drive, half an hour of my day. There we go, voila, one gasket. And I'm getting called for lunch, so we'll end it there. I hope this information was helpful.